Okay, news out of Brampton. We're going to the east. Is it Brampton, Mississauga? Is it the same?
It was Ontario somewhere. Yeah.
Okay. One of our guys from our community just got sentenced for crate.
Could have been sentenced for way more.
Way more. And then
At least double that.
Yeah, impaired Ontario driver.
Yep.
Who killed a rideshare passenger.
Yeah.
And we'll watch it and we'll go from there. Oh my God.
You need to get the plus the prime.
Okay, while those hey.
It's like $8 a month.
Sorry, man. You know how many subscriptions there are?
Wow.
Bro, Netflix, Prime, Amazon, Disney. Like, you know how many...
Where's Disney?
subscriptions?
What are you, 8?
No, there's some good movies.
Oh, come on.
Lion
You're going to pay
King.
per month for Disney?
We
Did
pay.
you say Lion King?
Yeah. You don't know what's the Lion King?
How old are you, man? What are you watching Lion King for?
Okay, while the ads are...
We
we have kids. We have kids in our friend. You should be on that.
Yeah, no. No. It's called YouTube.
You have nieces and...
Yeah, I don't pull up Disney for them. They watch something on YouTube.
No,
They have cartoons on YouTube.
that's true. That is true. Now it is. But... no, you gotta watch Tarzan and stuff. That's on only.
Oh, my God.
Okay.
This is bad.
Before we start, make sure you guys hit that subscribe button. It's right over there. Let's get into it. It's good to go.
Matthew Cruz's family leaves the Brampton courthouse minutes after seeing Akamjot Sandhu finally taken into custody after being sentenced to 8 years in prison. The 25-year-old was found guilty in August of impaired and...
So it's this guy.
Yeah.
I was trying to figure out, is it this guy or this guy? That's the lawyer.
Yeah.
Then it's this guy.
Sardar.
So that guy. I'm wondering if he became a Sardar.
No, he was a Sardar the whole time.
Sardar
Pretty
guy?
sure, yeah.
Okay, so right off the bat, why was he drunk or high?
Well, we'll get to that.
dangerous driving causing death. Sandhu has been out on bail since his arrest, 4 months after the deadly crash.
What I will say is he got to say goodbye to his family. They got to say goodbye to him. And that's something that we were deprived of. Matthew doesn't get to have a second chance where Mr. Sandhu will.
It was September 11th, 2021, when Sandhu, who was
I think they T-boned that other
car?
other car, yeah. Just play it.
That's the Volkswagen there.
drunk and high on marijuana, drove his Volkswagen Jetta at roughly 124 kilometers an hour in a 60 zone. Sandhu T-boned a Subaru that was operating as a rideshare vehicle at the intersection of Winston Churchill Boulevard and Burnhamthorpe Road, killing Matthew Cruz, who was a passenger in the backseat of the Subaru.
He was finishing work, getting an Uber to come home because we had a golf round the next morning.
The rideshare driver and Sandhu's
Unreal,
girlfriend were also...
Could you imagine
Destroyed a family.
you're the responsible one? You know,
Who is
it was like this
responsible?
guy, the victim,
Oh, yeah.
right? He was the responsible one. You know, seems like he, took an Uber
Yeah.
to go home, right? And then, even though he was the responsible one, he ended up getting killed.
They should have charged that guy's girlfriend too.
I'm actually very surprised that because
They charged both of them.
maybe she got a plea deal, but let's see.
also seriously injured.
Court heard Sandhu and his girlfriend initially lied to police. They said that someone named Jay, whom they'd met that night, was driving and that they were passengers, saying that Jay ran off after the collision. It was only after Sandhu's girlfriend
Lied right off the start.
I don't know what to say. I have no comment on that.
Lied.
He's killed somebody, so I don't know. Man. It's just not good.
When you hear the sentence of 8 years,
8 years.
it doesn't seem like
He'll
a lot.
he'll get paroled way before that.
Before too, yeah, because good behavior or whatever, and our justice system is so
Canada is so just screwed up on what 8 years. You just killed a guy. You took at least 40 years off his life. Let's say he was like 40.
Yeah.
You took 40 off, and you got 8 years.
As soon as he lied about it, he shows no remorse for it.
That's what if you just keep watching it, that's what the judge says too.
Really?
Yeah, play it.
went to police more than 2 months later and gave a statement about what really happened that investigators were able to charge Sandhu.
Sandhu's now ex-girlfriend was a witness for the Crown. The Cruz family says she was the only one who showed any remorse.
She was the only one that showed any ounce of how wrong this situation was, and if anything, we've got to give her credit.
The Crown had asked for a 10-year prison sentence, while defense suggested 6 for the first-time offender. The judge explained 6 years was not.
I don't get this first-time offender. Oh, you only killed somebody for the first time. Will be lenient. Like how could the Crown ask for just 10 years?
Yeah,
I would have gone for at least double that.
Yeah, it should
And
be
then
like,
and then he would have maybe got 10
and he would have been
instead of going for 10 and getting 8.
Yeah, and how is the judge saying give him 6 only? Started off as 6, and then I think they were to 8.
It's just ridiculous. I cannot believe. It's like he was not only drunk, he was high too.
Yeah,
like it's just super bad judgment. Like, what are his friends doing? Like, I don't understand. We've all driven a little bit. Let's just be honest.
yeah,
But
everybody's done it.
I've never understood if anything, if I'm even like a little bit intoxicated, let's say, I'm usually like, I'm going to go slow.
Mm-hmm.
I don't understand the opposite of that. I don't understand why you would speed more when you're drunk.
Well, he's probably showing off. He has a girl in his passenger. He's high.
Unbelievable.
He's drunk.
Like we've all done those types of things, but like, why would you start speeding at like 130 kilometers an hour?
Yeah.
And you're high.
And on a busy road.
Just so careless, man.
Yeah.
You take somebody else's life.
Yeah.
You ruined your life too, obviously. They should just deport his ass.
I'm glad you said that, because
They should deport him.
a lot of the comments are saying, they should deport him. Like, again, the whole Canadian system.
They
right
should
now is
take
like
his
deport.
passport, burn it,
Yeah,
throw him on the next Air India flight.
but he's a Canadian citizen.
Who gives a fuck?
How are you going to deport him?
Well, you could do anything.
He's Canadian.
Well, how did he become? He wasn't born
He
here.
should, again, I agree that he should get a longer sentence. He shouldn't have gotten an 80-year sentence. Drinking and driving and creating a fatal crash that kills someone.
If I was in charge, let me just say, if I was in charge, and let's say he had a passport, instead of throwing him in jail here and spending more money keeping him there for his food and his security and all that other shit, send him back. You have the power. The government has the power to send him back. They could take away his Canadian citizenship. Isn't that part of the whole thing? Like, you're not supposed to commit crime as a Canadian?
Yeah.
So send him back. I'd send him to India in a heartbeat, huh?
Was he born here or India?
No, he wasn't born here.
You don't
I don't
think so?
think he was born here, no.
He seems like he was raised here.
What does that mean?
Like, he looks like he was born here. I don't know.
How do you look like you're born here? He's not born
He
here.
kind of look like that's the style and everything, You can tell, bro.
He's wearing a suit. What style do you supposed to have when you're born here?
I don't know. I think he might have been born here. Like,
Let's have a bet.
Huh.
How much you want to bet?
What?
I say he's not born here. You say he's born here.
I think
$100.
How are we gonna figure this out?
Fucking Google search? How hard is that?
I've tried.
Hey,
You can't find anything.
You find
on
those.
this guy.
We'll pull it up on the next thing.
If you guys,
Anyways, I would send him back in a heartbeat. Send him to India. You know what I do? This is what I do. I put him in jail and send him back. Like in double punch. Gut punch and then smoke him to the head.
Okay, but here's the thing.
I don't give a fuck.
Does your decision change when the fact? Okay, let's say we didn't find out that he had lied. He just admitted.
No, that doesn't matter.
Does that
People
change
lie
your
people lie when you're like backed up into a corner. That's normal.
waking up a whole other person did this.
That doesn't matter.
At that point, you made it clear that
you're
committed.
like looking at the crumbs.
No, but if the girl had never come out with it, and
It's a hypothetical. She came out. It's done now. He got charged. What does it matter what
Why
he
did the
did?
girl not get
leading up?
charged?
That's like saying, why did he do weed? What kind of question is that? Why did he do it? Why did he do it? Because he's stupid. Why did he drink? Because he's stupid. Why did he start driving? Because he's stupid. Like, those questions are like pointless now.
Okay.
Well, why did he lie when he killed somebody? That's like a normal thing to do. You're gonna like obviously try to save your own ass.
yeah, that's true.
But at least she came forward.
Yeah.
And yeah, I would throw away the keys, or at least for 20 years. Then maybe he stays, or he's in jail for at least 15, and then he goes. If you don't have the hard punishments, what's the next guy gonna do?
Yeah, and that's
It's not hard enough.
Yeah,
The laws are not hard. Not even close. You just killed somebody.
Yeah, and you
got 8 years. Like that guy who was in that who killed all those kids on that school bus. Humboldt.
Humboldt.
How many years did he get? Less than 10.
Yeah, less than 10.
And are they going to deport him now?
He's on the deport. Yeah.
Yeah, but
He's trying to fight the
fighter, right?
deportation, yeah, but
He should be good. See, same thing there. Isn't he a Canadian citizen or was he on PR?
PR.
Good. They should deport him.
But then the question becomes, what if the guy was white?
What if he was white?
Yeah. Then how is deported?
Then you
I
put
don't
him
know
in
color plate, no.
then you
Color-
put him in jail for a long. You still the punishment. You'll never have the punishment that fits the crime. There's no. What are you gonna do? Kill him? Can't kill the guy.
Yeah.
Right. We're not in like
We don't have the death sentence.
Afghanistan. But I mean, but in those countries, let's just say in the Middle East, you steal, you get your hand cut off or your fingers cut off.
Yeah.
There is, and look
Harsher.
at their crime rate. Look at their crimes. They don't have repeat offenders. Like, I drove it to somebody today. I'll do it in 6 months again.
Yeah.
We have repeat.
Yeah.
Drunk driving. This is your fourth DUI. Fourth DUI. Some people have 3, 4, 5, 6. So
Yeah, how does it get
they're
so
not
high?
understanding. They're not getting the point.
You know, I almost feel like it's ever since they've been harsher laws on DUIs and stuff, because they changed the system. Like
They've
Matt
changed
Coletta-
it, but
they've changed
too
it.
slow,
It's been
though.
a little bit more strict,
Yeah.
but I think it's become more of a cash grab than an actual punishment, because really the amount that you're spending to get out your DUI, by then you just don't care and you go do another DUI. That's why it ends up being third, fourth. How is your license not revoked? First of all.
Some people don't even have license.
And
they're
some
still
people don't
getting
have
DUIs.
yeah. And there should be harsher laws against it.
There should be.
The other problem and that I saw from this one is the fact that he's gonna like he was out on bail, killed him out on bail.
Of course, because
how did on bail?
obviously, yeah, because it's Canadian laws.
And in the comments, somebody said that like it's become like this is the best way to get away with murder. Is you can basically just get drunk or kill someone and only get 8 years for it.
That's just literally a slap on the wrist.
Yeah, he
That's
was charged
the-
with 7 like there's 7 different
Yeah.
charges that was involved because he
lied.
lied about everything, right? And only got 8 years on a driving.
Yeah.
And his suspension for his license is only for 15 years.
15 years. Oh my God, the judge in that case got it so wrong. I just feel bad for the victims.
Yeah.
Family.
Yeah.
They just, what are you gonna do?
It's
If the guy was white, it just has to be a longer sentence. Then he's in there for 20 years. This guy should have been there for at least 15 and should have been sent wherever the hell you came from.
Yeah.
No problem.
You think it should go to that extreme to deportation for?
Why is that? Why would you try?
Why
Why
did I
not?
not get
Where are you going to deport him?
back to wherever he came from?
No.
Find his family lineage.
No, he go back into his like lineage and found where the hell he came from.
It's kind of like the thing though. Like if this guy, let's say for example, his family's been here for generations. We don't know that, right? Like what if? So then it's like, where do we deport him?
You don't have to deport, but then at least give him a longer prison sentence.
Exactly. Yeah.
So take out the deportation. Let's just say for argument's sake he was born here.
Yeah.
Then you give him 20 years at least.
Yeah.
How do you give him 8 years, man? And he'll probably be out way before. I guarantee you, in 7 years or in 5 years, we're like, oh, by the way, that guy's out.
Yeah, well, the way Canadian laws work is like you can parole, obviously,
Yeah.
right? And it's so easy to hit parole if you have good behavior, and he'll be out in half the year. And I'm sure he has good lawyers enough to be able to do that, right? It should be harsher punishment.
Horrible decision making by our, we're talking about our people, the community, just extremely. They can't stop drinking to excess.
Yeah.
Apne Loki just is like one thing. Like you go drink and it's like you have to be full. Like what do you call it? Well, it's like the Punjabi word. Like I don't know, ripped. I guess just get fully ripped. Yeah, Kali is fully. There's no. I just want to have a nice evening out.
Yeah.
You have a drink, maybe. You want to do some cannabis, fine. But knowing your limits.
Yeah,
and they don't know their limits.
No, but at the same time, you should not be able to. You should not go behind the wheel of a car if you know.
What was his girlfriend doing? She knew that he was drunk. She knew that he was high. Of course she knew. That's why they heard that.
Was she with?
Yeah, she was sitting in the car.
No, but was she intoxicated herself? And
I don't know.
I don't know why they.
She should have been jailed too.
Yeah.
you're an accessory to some level, I feel.
And if
in
you
that situation,
because I've heard this a lot and I've been around people and I've done it, like, again, it's in the past we've done it, right? Everybody's done it. When they say I drive better when I'm drunk,
oh, that's such nonsense.
I've heard it from so many.
I've heard of people that are like, I'm actually a better driver when I'm high. I'm like, you're so stupid. Yeah, that's a dumb thing to say. Like, you're such a moron.
Well,
What are
search
you
up the
talking
span of DUIs that the check stops gave in just 1 week. It's crazy. Winnipeg had like the highest.
I took screenshots. I saw that on that guy's thing, the Winnipeg. This guy.
It was like over 34, 35 or something in 1 week.
People didn't stop, man. They didn't stop. So they should do those check stops during like
35.
35
in 1 week. That's nuts. And the DUIs need to be, I think the laws need to change around it. And laws need to change around on harsh and make it harsh punishment on everything. Like jewelry thefts. People are doing the jewelry thefts. They're out on bail for fucking 3-4 years.
You see the guy that got his house hit twice? Like
bullets?
No, they tried to break into his house.
Yeah.
And then like he called the police and like whatever happened. And then those same guys came back like a week later to the same house. Like to the same house. Did you know there was like 6 of them? And they're just like smashing they're like picking his door and he's just like in his house. They had a gun to his wife's head.
Yeah.
They had a gun to his kid's head and they had a gun to him. Yeah. Like, you know how scary that is?
That's scary.
That's just messed up, man.
Did you know that in Winnipeg there was an RBC bank, or there's a bank that got robbed by the same people 3 times in the same way?
Like the ATMs?
No, the actual bank, like a bank robbery.
Really?
They did, the same group of people did it the same way each time at the same location.
I'm all for bank robberies. I don't give a fuck about banks. Banks have way too much money and they're just fucking screwed.
Just saying how easy the laws are.
Oh, I know.
It's a joke.
Good job on the bank robbers.
Back to this one.
I support that mission.
All right, make sure you guys keep hitting that subscribe button.
Yeah, send us your comments on it.
Let us know your thoughts.
It's a tough one, but yeah, send us some thoughts.
And we know, I'm going to leave it at that. We'll read the comments. This is going to be interesting. All right, we'll see you guys tomorrow. Peace.